Hey guys, Dave here from Easy Country Cooking and Cook and Share. Well, it's mac and cheese time again. I got about 5 videos of mac and cheese, but this time I decided to be really fancy and make a French onion mac and cheese. Yes, French onion mac and cheese with those wonderful caramelized onions, and it came out absolutely incredible. Had to share it with you, so let me show you how to do it. All right, guys, we're going to begin here by grabbing up about 3 medium-sized onions, and we're going to begin to slice these up. Now, I'm just using a plain old yellow onion here, guys, but you can use whatever onion you like. You know, you could use, Spanish, sweet onions, white onions, whatever you like. Next up, we're going into a pan with about 2 or 3 tablespoons of butter. I would just kind of let this melt down. This is just unsalted butter. A bit of oil to stop that butter from burning. I'd say about a tablespoon. And in we go with those onions that we sliced up. I'm going to throw a bit of salt in here, guys. This does a pretty good job of extracting the water. Yeah, just half a teaspoon, something like that. And look at these guys. Stir around. Just kind of let them cook down a little bit for about 3 or 4 minutes, something like that. And this is over medium-high heat. After about 4 minutes, these guys have cooked down. So I am going to reduce the heat to about medium-low. And we're going to let these cook away low and slow for about 25 minutes. And that's the real trick, guys. The caramelized onions is low and slow over a lower heat. And initially, this seems like a lot of onions. But really, it isn't. You know, with the caramelized onions, once they cook down, you know, there's virtually nothing left once that water extracts. But the smell is so good. Well, our onions are cooking away there. I'm going to add some salt to a pot of boiling water just to make it like the Mediterranean. Then we is going to throw in 2 cups of macaroni noodles. Now, here's the weird thing, guys. I always get criticized for calling them macaroni noodles or elbow noodles, whatever, and people say, no, they're called this, no, they're called that. I don't know what you call them, but I always call them macaroni noodles or elbow noodles. So if you know any different, drop me a comment below and we'll talk about it, but I don't know what else to call them. After about 20 or 25 minutes, guys, those onions are done. And just look at them. Don't they look incredible? So I'm just going to go ahead and set these aside in a bowl. About the same time, guys, the pasta's done, so I've just drained this and we're going to set this aside too. Okay, guys, in the same pan, because there's lots of flavor happening there, so you don't want to touch that, we are going in with another 2.5 tablespoons of butter. And of course, we'll just let this melt down. Now in with a couple of tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And I'm just going to whisk this around until it cooks through and kind of a roux forms, like making a gravy. Well, we're not, but it's like it. Then we are slowly going in, a little bit at a time, with 2.5 cups of milk. Whisk and pour, whisk and pour. And I should add too, guys, if this is just, 2% milk, you can use whole milk too if you like. And we're just going to keep stirring and whisking and pouring a little bit until this thickens up just a touch. So, 3 or 4 minutes, something like that. Now for our cheeses, guys, I'm going to go in with about, a cup of Tex-Mex. Then some old sharp cheddar. And again, another cup or so, something like that. And about a cup of good mozzarella. And we'll just give everything a stir around till that cheese melts down and it becomes ooey gooey goodness. And just look at this thick, rich goodness, guys. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful. Now, these are the 3 cheeses I'm using, guys, simply because they were fairly inexpensive. I mean, you can go hog wild and buy some really expensive cheeses, but it's entirely up to you. But, just to keep the cost down, this is what I'm using. And if you don't feel it's rich and thick enough and creamy enough, by all means, add some more cheese. This is about 3.5 cups in total, but, you be the boss of your mac and cheese. Now we are going in with their elbow noodles, or macaroni noodles, or whatever you want to call them. Those incredible caramelized onions that would drive me nuts with the smell. It smells so good. Season things up with about a teaspoon of thyme, a bit of garlic, and you might say, what, garlic and mac and cheese? Well, it's totally optional, and I like it, but it's up to you. A touch of cayenne, just for some heat. About a 1/4 teaspoon, but it's up to you how much heat you like, or if you even like any, just leave it out if you like. Some Dijon mustard, the good old-fashioned stuff. Again, it's optional. A dusting of good old salt. And last but not least, some ground black pepper. And I'm going to add, teaspoon and a half of this. And now the moment of magic, we are just going to mix everything together. Oh, that goodness, guys. Just look at those caramelized onions get in there. Now, guys, the next step is to add this to a casserole dish. I mean, you can eat this as is, but, I'm going to bake mine up. Now we're in our casserole dish here, guys, and to me this looks absolutely incredible, but it's up to you. But I'm going to go over the top with some more cheese. And I'm going to use the Tex-Mex, but, you can use whatever you like. Now we're going into a 350 degree Fahrenheit, 180 Celsius preheated oven, just until that cheese melts down and becomes ooey gooey. After about 10 minutes, guys, just look at this. Cheese is melted and we are ready. And I went out to the garden, so I'm going to garnish this up with some fresh greener spring onions and a bit of parsley. Wow, this is ever looking, it smells so good. But there you have it, guys, our incredibly delicious and easy French onion mac and cheese. The family will love it, you will love it, everybody will love it, especially the kids. All right, guys, I'm going to dig in here and grab some of this up. Make sure I got lots of cheese and some of that caramelized onions. And oh, just look at this. I think this is going to be incredible. All right, let's taste her and see here. You know what? Just what I thought. Those onions are absolutely incredible. I kind of wondered about caramelized onions and mac and cheese, but it is just superb. The cheeses, it's up to you what kind of cheese you use, like I said, but this is absolutely incredible. Everybody is going to love it. Kids are going to love it. The whole family is going to love it. Even great for, potluck or picnic, whatever. And if you make this up, leave us a comment. Let us know what you think, because I love to read them. Most of all, subscribe and like, because it does help the channel out. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe. And, of course, as always, I'm going to have more. Look at that cheese come down. This wonderful mac and cheese. So good.